Today we have limit of trigonometry functions. Now to evaluate the limit of trigonometry functions, we need to remember a single formula, that is limit of sin x upon x goes to 0 is always equal to 1. And keep one thing in mind, x is always here. This is measured in radians, not in degrees. In case we are given x degree or we are given x grades, we will convert it into the radians. Only then we are going to use this formula. Now let us see a few problems. For example, we need to evaluate, suppose limit x goes to 0, x tan x over 1 minus cos 2x. The basic funda is, we always see whether the denominator becomes 0 when we approach to this number. If I put 0 here, what about cos 0? Cos 0 is 1, so this is going to infinity. If I put x equal to 0, now this is x tan upon 1 minus cos 2x. I can write it as tan as sin upon cos x. Now what is the formula for 1 minus cos 2 theta? This is 2 sin square theta, so that becomes 2 sin square x. So 1 sin will cancel down, it will give us x upon cos x over 2 sin x. Or we can also write it as limit x goes to 0, x upon cos x to sin x. Now again there is a problem, because when I put x equal to 0, sin 0 will be equal to 0. So we still have to eliminate this number, and by using this formula you can see here x upon sin x, or you can also write it as 2 cos x. If I take this to the denominator, it becomes sin x upon x. Now this is equal to 1, cos 0 is 1, so it will be 1 by 2. So this is the way we will evaluate the limit for trigonometry functions. Now let us see a few more examples. Say we need to evaluate limit x goes to 0 for tan x minus sin x upon sin cube x. Again the same thing, if I put 0 here, sin 0 will be equal to 0, that's a problem. So tan means sin over cos minus sin upon this is sin cube. I can take sin common from the numerator, it will be limit x goes to 0, sin x is common, we left with 1 upon cos x minus 1 upon sin cube x, and I can cancel this 1 sin from here, and if I take LCM, it becomes 1 minus cos x by this LCM cos x into sin square x. Now again use the identity of trigonometry. 1 minus cos is 2 sin square x by 2 half angle, and keep this as it is, cos x into sin square x. Now we know the formula for sin 2 theta. This is square of sin. Sin means 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. Now you can see here, it will be 2 sin square x by 2. Yes, what it come down to? 2 square is 4. This is cos x, sin square x by 2 and cos square x by 2. Now this will cancel down. Now this is the problem we were facing for evaluating the limit. Now you can directly put, because cos 0 is always 1, this is 2 by, this is 4, this is 1, cos 0 1. It come down to 1 by 2. Let us see few more examples. Let me rub it. Now this is limit x goes to pi by 4 sin minus cos upon x minus pi by 4. Now in this case, when you put x equal to pi by 4, it will be 0. This is what we have to eliminate from here. we can do one thing. I have told you earlier that sin x upon x, x goes to 0, this is equal to 1. This is the formula we have. So better to take this limit approaching to 0. What I do is, I put here x equal to pi by 4 plus h. So when x goes to pi by 4, it will be pi by 4 plus h, that means h will turn to 0. So what it becomes is, limit h goes to 0, sin, what is x? Pi by 4 plus h minus cos pi by 4 plus h divided by x minus pi by 4, this is h. That will make the problem very easy. Now, sin a plus b, this is sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. What is cos a plus b? This is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b over is h. If I substitute the values of sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 and cos is also 1 by root 2, it becomes 1 by root 2 cos h plus 1 by root 2 sin h. And what about this? 1 by root 2 cos h minus 1 by root 2 sin h over is h. Yes, what it turned down to? Anything we are getting cancelled here. 1 by root 2 cos h minus 1 by root 2 cos h will cancel down, and this becomes double. So this is 2 by root 2 sin h upon h. And this is what we are looking for. Limit h goes to 0, sin h upon h is always equal to 1. So this will be 2 by root 2 into 1, means simply root 2. So it will always be better when we are having a limit approaching to some other number apart from 0, especially in case of this trigonometry. Let's try to approach it to 0 by substituting the number as x equal to whatever a, b, c plus h. Let's go for 2 or 3 more problems. This is, say limit x goes to 0, x cos x plus sin x upon is x square plus tan x. X cos x plus sin x upon x square plus tan x. Yes, what we'll do here? Again, 0 plus 0 is 0. Yes. Now see one thing, this is sin x, and we know, again I have to write the same thing, sin x upon x, x goes to 0 is equal to 1. This is we need to use. So why don't we do one thing, I divide the numerator and denominator by x. Let us see what happens. This is x cos x by x plus sin x by x plus x square by x plus tan x by x. Actually, you can derive one thing more from here. What about limit x goes to 0, tan x upon x? This will also be equal to 1 because this is sin by cos, and sin x by x is 1 and cos 0 is 1. So that is 1 by 1, 1. Now, x cancel down, cos. Keep it for the direct use of the formula. This is x, this is again direct use of formula. Now we can put it here. Let us see what it becomes. Again the problem of 0 will come down here because this will be 0 but this will be 1, no issue. Cos 0 is 1, sin x upon x, x goes to 0 is again 1, x 0 is 0, tan x upon x is 1. So this will be 2 here. One more example. You need to evaluate limit x goes to 0. This is x 2 raised to power x minus 1 divided by 1 minus cos x. Yes, 2 raised to power x minus 1. This resembles like a direct formula. Ax minus 1 upon x, x goes to is log a. Okay, this is log of a. So this a equals for x minus 1 upon x, not into x. So one thing, this is making us clear that we have to divide by x square, the numerator and denominator. Before that, let me use this 1 minus cos. 1 minus cos is 2 sin square x by 2. Now, this is limit x goes to 0. What I do is, I divide the numerator and denominator by x square as per the need of this identity. This is 2 sine square x by 2 by x square. Fine. It becomes, this is what we need to use. Now see here, this is 2 separate. Sine square x by 2, this basically means sine x by 2 square, and we need the same angle here. If sine x upon x, we need x upon x. If it is 2x, I need 2x. If it is x square, I need x square. So this is x by 2. So this is only x square you have. So I have to put x square by 4 into 4. X square by 4 into 4, because this is x by 2 whole square and this is what I require for the direct use of formula. So what it becomes, this is log 2, this is 2, it becomes 1, now this is by 4 numerator, so it will be 2 log of 2. So this is the way we evaluate the problems. We can go for one or two more problems. Let's go for one more. Limit x goes to minus pi by 2. No, it's only pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus x sin x. Pi by 2 minus x into sin x minus 2 cos x upon we have is pi by 2 minus x plus cot x, and we have to show this is 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Again the same thing, let me take it as x equal to pi by 2 plus h, so that when x approaches to pi by 2, my h approaches to 0. So for change this number of x into h, this will be, yes, pi by 2 minus x, it will be minus h, sine of x means pi by 2 plus h, cos of this is again pi by 2 plus h, yes, pi by 2 minus x, this is minus h plus, this is cot of pi by 2 plus h. Now let us see what it becomes. This is minus h sin 90 plus theta is cos theta. Cos 90 plus theta is second quadrant, cos is negative. So this is sin h divided by minus h plus cot 90 plus theta. In second cot is negative, it will be negative of tan h. And this is giving you a hint that we have to divide by h. Let's divide by h the numerator as well as the denominator. This is cos by h, 2 sin h by h minus h by h minus tan h by h. Yes, what it becomes, this cancel down, minus cos h, this is 2 sin h by h, and this is minus 1 minus tan h by h. Yes, put equal to 0, minus cos 0 is 1, this becomes 1 limit, 2 as it is, this is minus 1, tan h is minus 1. So this becomes 1 by minus 2, or we can say minus 1 by 2. So this is the way we find the limit of trigonometric functions.